window. And there you go. So is going to be locked in. And yeah, we're also going to see Tushin on the support Kennen, which we have seen from time to time. I think the last guy to do it was Snowflower, and he had a pretty ridiculous game against SKT, where he was just going in by himself, 1v4, engaging, 4-man stun, and then his team would follow up. It was crazy what he was doing on that champion. So definitely is coming into popularity a little bit more here at the end of Summer Split.
It's a difficult support to gank, and he combos so beautifully with Kalista. The engage, the AoE that Afreeca has in this comp puts a lot more emphasis into fighting than they had last time around. They can actually make plays happen, and that's refreshing to see, because it felt like last time around they were just gutted from the very get-go. That level 2 gank and level 3 gank on Tamara puts them in a hole. Mowgli was unable to find anything, and it is actually going to be the Rumble top into the J, so he doesn't want to get bullied out by the Smeb signature champion. Instead, he just wants to farm from far away and eventually have enough armor under his belt where he's going to be A-okay.
Yeah, and the Jarvan jungle coming through again. It hasn't been too great from when we do see it here in LCK, but Spirit coming off the bench, wanting to prove to everybody that he can make it work on the Jarvan this time.
Oh, Smeb, the wave is gonna hit.
Okay, trying to take this trade. He's actually going to jump in on Tamar, and can he dodge this? Flashing in here is Spirit. He wants to get the flag and drag. Is there enough damage? He misses it. It is going to be the first blood, but it does go down here in a trade for 1-for-1.
And that's huge for Smeb,
I suppose, with all the farming he's doing.
Well, nothing makes you happier as a jungler when you're just trying to farm, you're a later game champion, your early game is not that strong, and then you see the opposing jungler go for a dive that gets turned 1-on-1, you're like, oh, well, I guess I can just continue to farm.
Oh boy, Spirit going for the engage, gets caught out. The big flash from Pawn, and about as easy of a gank, or a counter jungle gank, I don't know what you want to call that, as they could have hoped for. Reason. Does make sense. And now they're looking to turn this one around. So they will get the flag and drag after the stun on Tamada. That should be 1 kill going down. Not sure about this teleport. Not really going to work out. It's just Kuro coming back in the lane.
Great collapse there from Tucson to pick off Mata. So he reads the play. As soon as KT's going for it, moves from bottom to the middle, and is able to find a kill. They do get the teleport out of Kuro, but he was just going to use it in the lane. So it's not a big deal. And here comes Score to the top side. They might be orchestrating a dive onto the Rumble. A big reason why you pick Rumble into this lane as well is that you always have that equalizer. If things get hairy, if you're in this situation where they're going to try to dive you.
Oh, man. No way! Oh, he does it right into Score!
I think they can.
They should be able to. No equalizer once again. He's trying to burn down that wave. If they execute this, should be the kill. They do get the body slam. There's the cash into the wall, and he's stunned up against that one. An easy pickup for KT.
This is why Rumble has fallen out of flavor into the top side. You cannot defend yourself into this with your equalizer down. You're TPing into a crashing wave. Your jungler that was saving your life earlier has just left, so it becomes all too easy for them to put this down.
Troll. And I would expect them to do more of the same. And I feel like Kuro teleporting in on a Corki. Okay, hold that thought. Smeb, he's going to go deep here. Will flash the wall. He's looking for Jarvan. Won't commit to that kill as Spirit makes his way out with the flag and drag. And now Kuro's going to try to come in here. So now we got 1-on-3. There's the packets coming in. Smeb doing his best to trade back this damage. Here comes Score. Can Smeb get out of this one? Not looking too good, as Afreeca will pick up the kill in the end.
Of course they give the kill to Marin. Who else? He's
VIP, their MVP, Marin, on this team. They always love to play around this guy. And unfortunately, he's not in a good position this time, as no flash, no positioning, as Pawn should be able to easily secure this one. The equalizer comes down, but extremely tanky is KT. And they do pick up one. Kuro will Valkyrie out of this one and should be safe at the end of it all.
They do say the red side of red buff is the most beautiful part of Summoner's Rift. So Marin just going for a sightseeing tour on the red side of the jungle, and I really have no idea what the hell he was doing in there. Maybe going for getting fancy about it. They're thinking.
Even the scanner there, they say, okay, we're not spotted. They shouldn't know. And in fact, Smeb is going to walk into this lane. We do got this rotation up into the top, though. It looks like they're trying to bait this, and they knew. Here we go. The stun coming down with the equalizer. Will Smeb go down? It looks like it, but they should be able to trade 2 kills. Although here comes Spirit. Score trying to get on top of Tushin, who is very, very slippery at this point. He dodges the barrel. He gets out, but he will go down in the end. That was extremely close.
Oh, Spirit. He missed the combo. He was unable to go for the knockup and get Score CC'd, so in the end, Tushin ends up going down, but he wasn't spotted by War. Proactive on the map, and they have been. Uh-oh. He's got package.
Oh, don't do it. He is going to package out of the way, and this might have just been a bait as now Mana and Score are extremely slow. The cask will not save him, and here comes Pawn from behind. What's he going to do all alone? He can stun everybody, but it just doesn't matter. He's a sit and duck. Oh! But he will get out there as no stun will be available to kill Pawn at the end of it and deny that heroic exit in that point in time.
I can't believe he gets out of that one, but why on earth would he complete that teleport is beyond me. Deft was in the mid lane going for that fight. And
okay. There's the teleport coming in. They're looking to get Tushin, and Candidate's stun comes out. In comes Mana, and all of a sudden it looks like KT want to turn this around, dodging that shock blast. And the rest of Afrika was ready to rotate up, so KT just back off after picking up 1 kill.
Where was the Fate's call? Kennen should not have gone down in there, but he does, and it all started from a bizarre reverse flank at a Deft, waiting in the brush, basically taking the role of a Garen, and it was Xayah instead. Mata didn't collapse on. He does have Mobies, and Spirit is swift, but instead he's going the opposite way. He's running them around the Rosie, and he should be able to dash out of here.
He's going to try to dash between these turrets. Okay, he's going to suicide, but in comes Tushin with the flash, and Mata even flashing out after the auto comes in. That can make your pushes last for so long, especially if you're ahead. And Score, where are you going? Heroic entrance is going to come in and knock up 4 members, but again, Pawn is alone. Here comes Smeb from the right side, but the fake skull is going to knock him out. He doesn't even have time to do any damage as he goes down. And now Kuro fighting his own fight on the left side will have the help of Mana, but in the end of it all, Pawn will go down as well, and that's going to be 3 kills against KT for just 2 on the opposite side.
One by one, the members of KT trickle in just to give their lives a blood.
Over in time, Deft is too low to steal this Mana. Can he pull off the heroic delay at this point?
There is Rend, so there's a lot on the line here. They should be able to rend it down. Smite is up from Spirit. Yeah, this is there.
Smite and then the Rend is going to make it easy. Mata is going to engage, though. How many kills can they get on the backside? Teleport coming in. Shock Blast will miss Spirit on the run. And actually now Smeb is going to be turned on. Kuro gets a kill onto Mata, and he's looking for more. And a double kill there onto Smeb. And Score will get away with his life, but this game is running away from KT.
Afrika got so much out of the blue side, turns it into... It'll be a matter of time before they utilize the wave, push in here, and oh, they don't even need a wave. They're just going to go straight up and take it.
Pawn taking a ton of damage from Mana on the right side. Marin, rather, trying to get that damage down. The Slicing Maelstrom is going to stun up a bunch of members, and in the end, Kalista will go down, funnily enough. So KT does hold on with that kill, even with how low Pawn did get. Now they're on the chase here from Marin, trying to slow him down. Can they actually commit to this one as the rest of Afrika? They're coming in from the left side. This may have been a little bit too much, but the heroic entrance will get a double knockup. They're looking for more. There's the grand entrance trying to enter on as many things as possible. Deft by himself on the right side, trying to micro here. Kuro getting a little bit too low. Now Smeb's coming in. They want to turn this fight around. Can they pick up anyone? They're looking for that shock blast. They're still on the chase. Oh, they're still coming in here. Gonna get that damage, but it's only gonna hit Spirit, and he's so tanky. Can they actually pick anyone up here? This fight just never ends. The huge grand chase down through the bottom lane. Looking for Tushin, and finally they get one. Will they get another? Is the big question. Still very tanky on the side of KT. Not able to stop that flag and drag. In comes Smeb. They're gonna take out Spirit, it looks like. But it will be only 2 kills, as now they're gonna try to back.
The wave has not hit just yet, though, so they are susceptible to getting chunked.
Look at Kramer. He eats so much of that chunk, and Deft is able to Featherstorm out of the engage from Spirit. And, oh man, that poke. Kuro is so on point with his missiles. He's targeting Deft every single time. If he can just zone him out, it's so fantastic. Now that he's out of the fight, immediately Afrika can engage. They take out that inhibitor very, very easily. But they got to be careful about sticking around. There's the big knockup. They get Kramer, and they get Tushin. That is what they were looking for. It looks like this time Mata's going to be the one to step up to the plate. and they do get that knockup, so they hang on to this game.
He sees the opportunity and he takes it, but we gotta wonder, why does Afrika keep giving these opportunities? You already got the inhibitors, you've got flashes. What is the point? I guess the point is they want to have a longer matchup against KT. They're learning something here. Like, we gotta make the most out of this. We gotta drag them down. We heard that if the games get extended against KT, there's a chance that they tilt. Maybe that's what the strategy is. Who knows why they keep getting caught going like this, but we're going to look at it again anyways. Inhibitor is down. You don't need to do anything else. They're not committing to end the game, right?
Go home.
Yeah, so here they are. They are a group like, all right.
Look at that. I mean,
just a beauty. And Corky's not in range to follow up. There's nobody there to stand and block the Shock Blast. Picture perfect for what K down, but they're not going to be able to make too much out of this Elder Dragon, although it should at least yield this inhib turret.
Should be. They catch Deft in the back, but another big engage by Mana isn't enough. Another good cast, but they can't get Kuro in the back here. Mana is going to go down. Tons of damage coming up. Marn with the perfect Zonias here. The Shock Blast comes in, though, and does pick him off, but it looks like too much from the side of Afrika. Kuro just doing way too much damage in the back line this time. Looks like we're going to a Game 3, girls and boys. Quadra kill for Kuro on the Corky.
Welcome to the Kalista zone. There's a reason why this pick is so heavily contested, and Kramer shows up right at the end. He's able to team fight just so well. Nothing that KT could have done. The engage was right onto the backline, but unfortunately, the front line from Afrika can deter anybody that wants to follow up, so it just becomes a simple cleanup for this bottom lane.
KT, they wanted that perfect engage again, and as you said, it's extremely hard to pull off. They do it a couple of times. Afrika hand those two to him. They make the game a little bit more interesting towards the end, I suppose, but they do pick up the win that they deserved from their good early and mid performance. So Afrika, they bring us to a Game 3, and both these teams have looked